Hello, traders out there in Traderland. My name's Dez, and this is the weekend edition. This weekend edition is good through Sunday, July 15th, 2012. And we're taking a look at the markets here. We have an onslaught of news coming out next week. Not just all the corporate earnings being released, but Mr. Ben Bernanke of the Fed will be talking about several economic issues that we're dealing with, and he'll be doing so before Congress. And we have a number of companies out there also giving warnings to what their earnings may be. Taking a look here at the markets, gold per ounce is $15.88, and we have oil at $87.84. Nice little bounce in commodities on Friday. Looking here at finviz.com, going for the week, we do have utilities doing extremely well, but we had a massive 6-day sell-off, so it doesn't surprise me. Utility and healthcare are doing very good. These are just defensive groups, but financials also in the green. Now pay attention to this. Financials are picking up some speed. On Friday, financials led the charge, so that is a good sign. We need to see that for 1 month. Healthcare, but financials way up here at the top, so that is really good for the bulls if we can maintain that. If we look here at the markets, I'm taking a look at the small caps right now. The small caps, we had this bull pullback. We had a hammer bouncing off this lower trend line. We're popping up. This is a confirmed bounce right now. On the Dow, we have the same thing, confirmed bounce. We were really in trouble going into Thursday, but Friday it bailed itself out. Volume, gang, is not that great, so it popped on very little volume. Here's the NASDAQ. We pulled down, hammered out at the trend line, got a nice little bounce. Let's take a look at the Dow. The Dow rallied up extremely hard. So nice pop, but you'll see volume on such a huge candlestick was just not as impressive as you might hope. Going back to the S&P, but now I'm going to go to the weekly. If you'll notice here, we hit our head and we have made a lower high, lower low. So we have a pivot candlestick taking place here below the 20-week moving average. This is really no good because it's happened at the 61.8 Fibonacci retracement area. This is a dangerous place. The only thing it did to really help itself was to pull itself back up from these depths. So this has given it a chance. If we could build a high base here and then we could rally from here. We are above the zero line down here on the MACD. If I look at the NASDAQ, you'll see that we're right inside symmetrical triangle on a weekly. On the Russells, within the symmetrical triangle, above the 20-week moving average. Let's go back to the NASDAQ. I want to show you that we're below the 20-week moving average, and the Dow is below the 20-week moving average. It's not within a triangle, it's actually within a rising wedge, which is more bearish than it is bullish. Now let's go here to the monthly. If you look at the monthly, I want you to look at a couple different lines here. Pay attention to the blue lines. It is a rising wedge. However, we're trying to hold its ground. So now we're going into some consolidation, but we're doing so above the 20-month moving average. If we go down here to the S&P, we do have a rising wedge, consolidation above the 20-month moving average in this major trend line coming down. So that's good. Now on the NASDAQ, tight rising wedge within an uptrend. It's just hanging out, consolidating above the moving averages. Small caps were the Russells. We're within a symmetrical triangle. You can see that right here. It dojied out so far for this month, but we have a couple weeks left yet, so nothing to get too excited about at this moment. I want to share something with you on the NASDAQ daily. We have resistance here, support here, resistance here, resistance here. We have a major area coming up, and that's going to put us, let's see, right around 2916. 2916 area is going to be a resistance point. So be watching that, because if we hit our head right there and we falter, this symmetrical triangle that we see right here could start breaking down, so that is a key line to be watching for. On the banks, this is a daily on the banks. This is really nice. We busted this resistance line right here, boom, to the upside, closing at the day's high. Very, very nice to see that. And not only did it break over that resistance line, it broke over this resistance line that we've been watching. Now on the weekly chart, you'll see that we haven't busted it yet. We have resistance here, we come down, resistance, resistance, we're right at resistance. So gang, we are not overly bullish yet. We still have that to bust through. So be watching this like a hawk. And on the monthly, check this out. Resistance, resistance right there, resistance. Not only that, we have that line coming across, resistance. We're at that resistance area, gang. A lot of resistance here on the financials. The markets are only going to be as strong as these financials, so this is something that you need to be watching. I threw a lot at you. What I highly recommend and I ask you to do is share this with your trading colleagues. Thank you for all those stock tweets who have been recommending us, and I know there's other places, the chat rooms all across the world. Thank you for letting people know that we do have the 101 courses. They are free and people can go through those home study courses on their own. I highly recommend that you step that up, go to the 201 courses, and then next weekend we have a mentorship. It's Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. This is the time to get in. We have a few spots available. You can take it from the comforts of your own home. I would love to be your mentor. If you want to start trading, taking off the amateur hat, put on the professional hat, and you want us to teach you how to trade, let's talk more about that. So anyway, send us an email at mentor@groktrade.com or go to the mentor page right here at freeonlinetradingeducation.com. Go down here. There's these 4 boxes. Down here in this box, make sure you click. These are users of the group, a lot of students here. But I want you to click on this lower one. Once you click on this, what I want you to do is scroll down here at the bottom and look at these testimonials, and then simply fill out the form. And from here, we'll contact you and we'll just chat a little more about what we're going to be doing next weekend. I think you'll enjoy the information that we'll share with you. Take care. Again, thank you for liking this video if you're at YouTube, and thank you for your comments. I read every one of them. You guys are great.